Everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk. I am your host, John, and today on the channel, we're going to be talking about The Naked Gun. This is the fourth film in the Naked Gun franchise. Why they didn't call it The Naked Gun 44 1/4 is beyond me. Or The Naked Gun 44 1/4, that would have been really cool. But I guess this is technically also a reboot of the franchise, possibly leading to more Naked Gun films. And I'm hoping it leads to more spoof films because this is an art in of itself. Back in the 1980s, the Naked Gun franchise was very successful, like a lot of other Zucker Brother films, like Airplane, which all starred, pretty much, Leslie Nielsen. Leslie Nielsen, a lot like Liam Neeson, who stars in this movie, are mostly known for being dramatic actors. Before 1980s Airplane, that's what Leslie Nielsen was. He was a dramatic actor, and people are probably surprised as hell to see him doing this whole shtick in Airplane, playing the serious guy, but also not afraid to make fun of himself. You know, he's basically the butt of all the jokes, but he doesn't realize, and Leslie Nielsen is playing that character completely straight, and it works in those movies. So Liam Neeson, a guy who's mostly known for doing the straight-laced kind of guy. He's very much a serious actor. You know, he's done some comedic stuff in the past. People have pointed it out, but for the most part, he's a very serious actor. This is the guy who was in Schindler's List. Do not ever steal his daughter because you'll see what the hell happens to you if you've seen Taken. So that's pretty much what he's been known for, especially over the last, 15 years. I'd say he's been the action star. Well, now he's kind of transitioning into the comedic star because he does a phenomenal job in this film, and so does his co-star Pamela Anderson, another one who's not really known for her comedic chops, but this is very much a Naked Gun film. It's directed by Akiva Schaffer, who's one of the members of The Lonely Island, the group that also includes Andy Samberg. So, you know, he's got his comedic chops as well. It was originally supposed to be directed by Seth MacFarlane when this film got announced years ago, but he just transitioned into a producer role, and it's still just, like I said, feels like a Naked Gun film. It's very much those mile-a-minute types of jokes. It's got running gags, great visual gags, and if one joke misses, another one is going to be coming up right behind it, hopefully to take its place and make you laugh, because this movie definitely gave me a lot of big laughs. Just like the other Naked Gun movies, you know, the plot itself isn't really that important. Liam Neeson plays Frank Drebin Jr., the son of Leslie Nielsen's character. Paul Walter Hauser plays the son of another character from the original Naked Gun film. There's a character who's the son of the OJ character, which, you know, was a joke you saw in the trailer. A bunch of jokes you saw in the trailer, but they didn't waste all the good jokes on the trailer, thankfully. But I think they did show enough to make people excited to go see a new Naked Gun film, because we just don't get comedies in theaters anymore. We just got Happy Gilmore 2. That was released on Netflix, and for the most part, that's where comedies go. They get sent to Netflix, and you kind of forget about them in like a week or two. Now, unfortunately, movies also don't really have much legs on them in theaters as well nowadays, especially comedies. I don't remember the last time we got a theatrically released comedy like this, one that actually had a little bit of marketing behind it. It's been years. Probably the last one I can think of was Game Night, which was also very funny, but people just don't go to the theaters for comedies anymore. But luckily, this movie is doing pretty well. I think it had a budget of about $40 million, which sounds a little high for me, but I guess the years of development, the stars that are in it, and it was, you know, a pretty good-looking film. It unfortunately does suffer from modern-day cinematography, which isn't something that necessarily appeals to me, but it does look like there was some money put behind it. It is really funny. It's a very entertaining movie. Definitely one that I'm glad that people are going to the theaters. It has made $28 million at the box office. So hopefully it recoups its money, and that will hopefully lead to more studios releasing comedies in theaters like this, because I miss that communal experience of going to the theater and seeing a comedy. I used to probably see like 10 to 20 comedies in theaters. That's because you've probably got one like every week or every other week back in the day. Now, just comedy's dying. But hopefully comedy's back on the rise again, and we will get more films like this. And also, if you guys are going to see this one in theaters, make sure you guys stay all the way through the credits. I mean, the entire length of the credits, because there's jokes that they set up in the film that will pay off there. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil any of the jokes in here. There were some jokes that really had some thought behind it that really worked for me, and I think they'll work for you guys too. Eventually, maybe when the 4K Blu-ray comes out, we'll talk some spoilers, because I do want to talk about some of these jokes. They definitely reward the film fan in a lot of ways, but again, this is something I want you guys to experience in the theaters. If you haven't seen this one yet, please go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you're into comedy, especially if you're into these kinds of spoof films. I think you'll appreciate it. I'm going to give this one a very solid 8 out of 10. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it here for me on another episode of Let's Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share this video. We also have channel memberships, so if you want to become a friend of the channel, a producer for the channel, like Ben Rondo, Harvey Scott, and John Doe Juggalo, you can do that. Or you can even become a channel director like Stone Gasman, Nicholas Head, Uncle V, Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews, and Kevin Kruger. Or you can even bump it up to the bankroll tier like Mr. Smelly Potato. But of course, if you got no money to throw my way, don't worry about it. I just hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, get out in those streets, tell your friends about us, and then we'll be seeing you around.